at Wendy's, and I was sitting there, fucking house and a Baconator, and I was just like, fuck. And my dad's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "I gotta go to the bathroom." I had to like waddle over to the bathroom because I was currently leaking.
We can talk about that on the pod. We're recording.
We're recording. Yeah, I've shit my pants a couple times. But all right, welcome back to the once more unnamed podcast. Still don't have a name, but as you probably heard, because we don't have to cut that out. But yes, shit my pants in Wendy's once. Pretty sure it was just the pure grease.
Oh yeah, that's all it is.
From the bacon. They're so great. They're so good though.
They're good though. Yeah.
So good. Fucking speaking about food, that's another thing I like talking about. Have you ever reverse seared a steak? Where you cook it in the oven until it's like cooked to your doneness, and then you take it out and pan sear it after that.
I've never done that.
You're a good cook, so I figure you might.
I did make lasagna the other night. Lasagna and garlic bread.
I love lasagna. I love Italian food. Fucking except for spaghetti. Spaghetti can suck my dick.
Speaking.
Really?
You don't like spaghetti?
I mean, I like it. It's fine, but I think I just ate so much spaghetti as a child that I got burnt out. Because my mom either made chicken or spaghetti or shepherd's pie.
Never had shepherd's pie.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's just mixed vegetables, ground beef, and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, though.
There's a guy that used to work at the jail. He told me about this thing. More or less the same thing. Only instead of mashed potatoes, it's tater tots. Just put it in like an 8x11 Pyrex or something. Throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
You remember them fucking shrimp things you made?
I was just going to talk about those. Whenever you're talking about food. Yeah, I do. I made a lot of them, and there was enough for me to have for lunch the next day. So I woke up the next morning, and you ate all of them.
I did. I got very drunk.
Stupor. And evidently, I wanted you to clean my dishes.
That's what they told me. They were like, Spader's going to be so pissed if you don't wash his dishes. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I did all your dishes.
I have videos of you eating raw potatoes, too.
There was so much dumb shit. Yeah, that was the day that Eric was I was so drunk. He convinced me. He's like, I bet you won't eat your vomit because I vomited in your trash can. Oh. He's like, I bet you won't eat your vomit. I was about to do it. And then Jimmy walked in and he's like, oh, don't do that, man. Jimmy, I was like, thank you, Jimmy, the voice of reason. Yeah, I was about to eat my own because that was the day that I ate I ate way too many of those. I ate like 3 or 4.
You ate a lot.
I ate like 3 or 4 of them. And
they're so good, though.
Oh, so good.
I have videos of this man over here smashing baking sheets over your head.
Oh, I have all kinds of videos of that.
Yeah, the condom being snapped on my face.
That was a fun one.
I had a big old welt.
I have a consent video too.
I consent to Anthony Spader hitting me across the face with a cooking sheet. You can get me to do anything when I'm drunk. It's ridiculous.
Didn't you run naked laps?
Yeah, me and Cachemilio and Sutter, yeah.
Was that beer pong?
Yeah, we were playing beer pong and we got absolutely smoked. And everybody's like, all right, you got to run naked. And we're like, okay. And then as I'm naked, you guys are trying to hold me down.
Are you the one that fell? You came around the corner and fell, slipped and fell?
No, I didn't fall. Fucking Dallas straight leveled me. As I came around the corner, he just tackled me, speared me as I'm naked, and then
tackled a naked dude.
Yeah, he was pretty gay. But then they were like, they were holding me down. Eric. They were holding me down, and Coach Miller was like, "I'll fluff your dick. Let's see how big it is." I was like, "What the fuck
that
is
was
happening?"
The day you said you got raped.
I did get raped. It was non-consensual.
I remember a guy.
As her boyfriend was watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were probably into some pretty strange things.
I bet. Mm-hmm. Could you cuck someone? Fuck their wife in front of them?
I don't think so.
I don't think I could do that. I couldn't let somebody else do it though.
I put somebody's wife behind their back one time.
Me too. That's natural.
That's
everybody does that at least once in their life.
Just because soccer has a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
I remember the one receptionist at the jail that you made hang that Tom Brady jersey up.
Yeah.
She's got a daughter, right? smoke show. And we were at a wedding, and I was hitting on her daughter, obviously. And she was like, "You get away from my daughter. She got a man." I was like, "Soccer as a goalie doesn't mean you can't score." And she pulled a knife on me. Yeah. She went into the building and came out with a steak knife. She's like, "Say it again." And I was like, "Holy fuck."
Wow. People should not be around weapons whenever they're drinking.
No. Oh, yeah, you were there because that was, yeah. That was a wedding.
Okay, yeah, I was in that wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, it was that day.
I remember that now.
Yeah, I threw down the hill. He almost tipped me over in a porta potty.
You're so pissed
I was so mad. If I would have been covered in shit, I'd have kicked him straight in the testicles.
Just fucking straight, like, right into the fucking porta potty, and it almost tipped over.
It was bad.
Do the whole topple
Oh,
and then
yeah.
stand back up.
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought it was going.
He
That's
was
scary.
He was so
I
bad.
was so pissed. It's not easy to get me mad.
His face was the same color as his hair whenever he... Oh, not this hair.
Yeah,
this
not
hair.
that. Yeah, but we were talking about movies too. What? You seem like a movie buff. You seem like you've watched a lot of movies.
I have a huge movie collection, actually.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite
Favorite movie?
or like a top 3 maybe? If you can't pick a exact
trying
number
to
one.
think. Well, with me getting older and COVID, my brain is fucked now. My
You get
memory,
COVID?
yeah, back
Yeah.
in 2020, my brain doesn't work as well as it used to. Like my memory, shoddy. Shit.
My memory's bad. Probably from all the weed I smoked, but
It could be. Or I heard you get hit in the head a couple of times.
I don't know. It was weird. Some guy hitting me with bakeware.
Well, while I'm thinking about my we'll say top three movies.
Top 3 movies.
Go ahead, and I'll think about mine.
I think my favorite movie I've ever watched is probably The Departed.
Departed's a good one.
I think it's a great movie. I love Leonardo DiCaprio movies. So number 2 is probably Django Unchained. Love that movie too. And then number 3. Oh man. I would say it's got to be something like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I love the Ace Ventura. Anything Jim Carrey. No, Grinch Stole Christmas. I've watched that movie so much. I don't know why.
I watch Die Hard every year.
Die Hard. Do you think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it is.
It's not a Christmas
It is a
movie.
Christmas movie. I mean, Bruce Willis did say wasn't a Christmas movie, but he's going through some medical things, so
Yeah, he
don't
doesn't
blame it
know
on
what's
that.
he doesn't know what's going on.
Role Models is another good one. You ever watch Role Models?
Is that the one with
Paul Rudd and Sean
Yeah.
William Scott.
Yeah.
That's another good one. Like the movie just starts out great.
There's so many good movies out there. There's so many bad movies too.
I don't know if I could pick 3.
It's
Really?
tough.
It's tough.
I've seen so many, and then then you just want to go back and just watch it again.
Mhm.
Because it's so good.
I'm really bad about that. Once I find something that I like, I watch it
You just
over and
fucking
over. Like
drill it into
I've
the
watched
dirt.
Supernatural, the show, probably like 4 times.
Maybe seen it a
And
couple
there's
episodes.
15 seasons.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies. Have you ever seen I, Robot
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, a long
with
time
Will
ago.
Smith?
That was
It
when Will
makes you
Smith.
think like,
Oh, that's
they
gonna
can
happen.
take out. Yeah,
That's gonna happen.
Speaking of Will Smith, made me think of Pat McAfee again. Like he is doing this interview, and they're like, "If you could be any superhero, who would you be?" He's like, "Hancock, the drunk one."
That's true. Superman doesn't get fucked up. Sounds
No.
like kind of a stiff.
You know what? I Am Legend is a better movie than I, Robot.
I think I like iRobot more. I didn't
They're
really get
both
into
so
I Am
good.
Legend.
Will Smith has some bangers.
He does.
7 Pounds. You
Yeah.
ever see that one?
Concussion was good. The
Pursuit of Happiness. Oh,
I've heard
I
that one,
forgot
but I've
about
never seen that one.
That one made my mom cry every time she watched it.
Do you guys like the Bad Boys movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't too bad. I saw the newest one not too long ago. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I like dumb comedies. Those are always.
You ever
up
watched
there.
Hot
Grudge
Rod?
Match?
Hot Rod.
I've never seen Hot
I've
Rod.
never seen that either.
So
that the one with
dumb.
Andy
that's fucking-
Samberg?
If you
Yeah.
don't have a stupid sense of humor, it's gonna be the worst movie you're ever gonna watch. in your entire
No,
life.
I don't think anything beats that tire movie with that killer tire that drove across
Rubber?
rolled across the U.S.
You know one
killing
movie
people.
I couldn't get into? It was too dumb for me. Napoleon Dynamite. I couldn't get into it like everyone
There's
else
certain
did.
parts that are
Yeah,
good.
it's one of those movies that's like sometimes you go, huh,
Anything with Uncle Rico in it.
Yeah.
That's pretty. And then you can just forget about everything else.
Yeah. Uncle Rico's like Ben Roethlisberger. Throw it downfield and see what happens. Throw it over the Rockies.
You ever watched The Grudge Match? Or Grudge
No.
Match? Robert De Niro and Stallone.
No.
Kevin Hart's in it too.
No,
It's a
I
good
don't think
one.
I've ever even heard of it.
It's a good one.
Speaking of De Niro movies, I do like Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is good.
Goodfellas is a good movie.
Another good movie he was in, The Score, is an older one. It's him and Edward Norton, and it's a really good movie too.
I never thought Edward Norton was that good of an actor.
It depends on what he's in.
I don't.
He was good in that Rounders. He was good in.
I think
You
I
watch
saw, he was
Rounders?
good in the Italian Job, the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah,
Oh,
He was
okay
I
in
really
that.
enjoyed
The
that
Hulk
one.
was terrible.
Awful. So bad.
Terrible movie.
They really did the good move when they replaced him with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
I got super into the Avengers movies.
they're good.
They are good.
They,
They're cheesy, action movie, blockbuster, big studio. I love them though.
they're
Good.
good.
The new ones.
The ones after Endgame, I've seen a couple of them, but like like Shang-Chi, I thought was okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those.
And some of them are okay, but a lot of them kind of suck.
Yeah,
They really
I've
had
heard that.
such a great storyline for those 20-something movies that it just you can't beat. You should have just stopped.
yeah.
Oh my god. You got a knife in your back, your dick, and your butt. Which
Yeah, you
one
got
do
a
you
knife-
pull out first? What the fuck?
Which one do you pull out first? You got a knife in your back and a dick in your butt. Which one do you pull out first? I think I'm pulling out the dick in my butt first because you pull a knife out, you're gonna bleed out.
Mm-hmm.
At least I get to enjoy myself with a dick in my butt.
Okay.
You don't know. Have you ever had a dick in your butt?
No.
Me neither. I'm willing to try it. Get me drunk enough.
Yeah, we've seen that before. You do anything when you're drunk.
I will. Yeah, TV shows are another thing that they have a good storyline for a while, and then it seems like they try to keep going when they shouldn't.
There's a few. Anything recent I haven't really watched, but like not older stuff, but like Burn Notice. Have you ever watched Burn Notice?
Mhm.
Burn Notice is good.
That was a great show.
Psych.
That's one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. I love that show. I can't find it anywhere. I think it's on Hulu now.
I don't know. I have it on. I have all the DVDs.
Oh, you have it
I
on
the box
DVD?
sets.
I only have like season 3, but that is a great show.
House.
House I
House
never really
MD.
got into.
That was an awesome
That's a good
show.
one.
It's probably my one or two.
Really?
Mhm.
My mom really liked House. I never got into it. Criminal Minds I always
Criminal
liked.
Minds is good.
That was good.
I was a real big fan of the Reaper, one of the main villains on there.
Oh, on Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was a whole different show.
No.
No, I liked. I really liked that show. It was better than like because there's some crime show like NCIS.
Yeah, I got into CSI, the first one, the original CSI.
The original
Las
one.
Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Mhm.
All the spin-offs, never really watched any of them.
Yeah, they did the same thing with
I
NCIS.
didn't
They were
think
like,
Miami was that bad.
I don't think is that the one with the weird ginger guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. My grandma
never
watched
watched any
that,
of
and I was
those.
like, this is kind
I
of.
never got into Law and Order either.
No, I don't know why people liked SVU so much. I really don't. It was.
I'm just gonna start showing my age, but like MASH and Matlock
That
were both
is-
good.
Matlock was good.
Like
My dad is a fucking Andy Griffith guy.
Yeah.
Like the Andy Griffith show is one of his
Yeah.
favorite shows. So we watched Matlock. It was pretty good.
yeah,
Columbo is pretty good. I love the A Team.
the 18
I
was good.
fuck with the A Team. There are some old shows that are pretty good. There's some that really suck. There are some that really suck.
Yeah.
Like Frasier.
I didn't like Frasier.
Didn't like Frasier. And Cheers was okay, but there were some that were really, really good.
Seinfeld was a good one.
I don't like Seinfeld as much as most people do.
Really?
Everybody kind of sucked in it. Like they were just bad people.
Well, yeah, you're right. But
Eh,
I like the show.
It's one of those shows that if it's on, I'll watch it and I'll probably enjoy it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it.
What about Married with Children
The one with the
with Al Bundy?
Yeah, I did like that one. I did. Man, I watch a lot of old TV because my parents were so old.
I just recently, within the past year, watched all the Walking Dead
That was another one I never got into.
and Dexter.
Dexter was pretty good. I never got the super popular ones. I don't seem to get like The Walking Dead. I never got into. Game of Thrones, I never got
I've
into.
never watched any Game of Thrones.
I watched like one episode because I had an ex-girlfriend. Her family was super into it. And
Yeah.
I was like, this is weird.
What about Breaking Bad?
I've never seen it.
I watched it. It was good.
I've
I
heard
enjoyed it.
I've heard that's a really good show.
It's just there wasn't really anyone to root for. They were all dicks.
Yeah.
Every person in that show.
Well, I mean, it's about a meth dealer, or not even a meth dealer. He was making the meth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I have heard that that's really good. It's on Netflix too, I think,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Better Call Saul. I like that show. Even
I've never
I've
seen
never
that.
seen that one either.
I didn't even know that show existed until I heard one comedian that was in it, Joe DeRosa, until he talked about it. I was like, there's a TV show that was a spinoff of Breaking Bad. Never even heard of it. There's a lot of shit that you just don't hear about that's pretty good because
I
it's
think
not.
It's better than Breaking Bad.
Huh.
Hmm.
I might have to watch it now. But I don't have the time.
But I don't have the time.
Have you ever watched Dave with Lil Dicky?
Yeah,
No,
That's a
I've never
good
seen that
show.
one.
that's a good show. It's kind of another one that's just like dumb funny.
Yeah.
I like dumb funny things. Because that one, I mean, I like Lil Dicky's music too.
Mhm.
And it's just, he's such a weird guy. And it translates well into a TV show. Just
He's a good comedian.
He is.
I didn't know how he would be as an actor. He
I didn't.
pulled it off.
Yeah, there's some people that are just good at
Mhm.
fucking whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just born for it.
Yeah. Like Robert De Niro. I can't think of a bad Robert De Niro movie. He's just good at what he do. So, that's not true. Bad Grandpa. Or not Bad Grandpa. Fucking, what was the one that he did with Zac Efron? Dirty Grandpa? That one I was kind of like, really?
Yeah, there was
Strange.
that because there was that one that he did, and then Johnny Knoxville did one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the hell that was. Could be the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, the titles are so similar. I don't,
Yeah,
I
but
don't really.
they're running out of movie ideas.
Yeah, they're starting to just remake old ones.
I am getting a lot of like ads for that new Evil Dead Rising or whatever it is.
Mm.
That looks good.
I never saw the original ones.
I did a long time.
I never
ago.
got into like horror movies.
Really.
I was never big into it. I mean, I've seen a couple that I liked, like either the first or second Conjuring. I thought was pretty good. Other than that, I just never
like
really
Friday the 13th or
never seen it.
really.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think partially it was because my parents were so religious and strict.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see a lot of that when I was younger.
Okay.
So now I'm finally getting to where I'm like watching
Yeah.
that stuff. I wasn't even allowed to watch SpongeBob.
I wasn't either.
There's reasons for that. There's like you go back and you watch like Gargoyles, for instance. If you ever watched that as a kid, go back and watch it when you're an
As
adult.
an adult.
And like how dark that show is, and like SpongeBob with like the dark humor that you don't realize as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and it's all through the show.
I do that a lot. I think they do that so it's a little easier for the parents to not kill themselves having to watch it all day.
All these shows now,
They're
don't know.
terrible.
I like Coco Melon and
Oh my
all
god.
this other garbage that
I
these kids watch.
blow my brains out.
Like
My daughter watches Powerpuff Girls. Fucking
the
Fairly
original
Odd
or that
Parents.
new
Like the
new
old,
The
remake?
original.
old school.
Yeah,
Well, they do these
she watches
remakes where the characters look like straight garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Teen Titans Go.
yeah,
Like, what
the
hell?
original was good. The
Mhm.
remake's terrible.
They redid. I think they remade Scooby Doo.
Mm-hmm. All the
Mhm.
characters
And it
look
looks
like
horrible.
terrible.
Everybody that's
Velma
watched
show?
it.
What is it?
New Velma show.
I never seen that. Or even heard
I
about
heard
it.
it's horrible. It's
They even
black,
remade SpongeBob.
and it's like for adults.
Yeah, I did hear that Velma is black now, which is strange to think
I mean, if
about.
you're gonna watch something that's an animated show for like adults, just watch like Archer.
Archer's great. Archer is great.
Archer's awesome.
Yeah, or like Family Guy or something.
Family Guy.
South
Big
Park.
Mouth.
Big
Fucking
Mouth.
love Big
I like
Mouth.
Big Mouth.
I never watched any of these spin-off, like not spin-offs, but like there's that one, like Big Mouth.
Paradise PD.
Like,
I just started watching that the other night.
I
It's
never watched
good.
that.
You ever watch Little Bush back in the day?
No.
Little
Just
Bush.
all about like little George Bush as a kid.
No.
It's fucking great.
Little
That
George.
sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what George Bush was like as a
Imagine
kid?
that now, baby Biden.
Baby.
He's just lost in the
He's
woods
just
walking
got a
around.
big old dent in his head. Fucking- if Joe Biden didn't have the Secret Service protecting him, how easy do you think it would be to catch him in a net?
Very
Like
Oh,
a
you
bucket.
could catch him under a box.
With a stick propping it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, like, or if I could get Roadrunner, you know, a coyote,
Yeah.
fucking drop an anvil on him.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty easy. He's so. I watched a video of him. He was like walking to a door, and then he was just like,
Well, the most not the, I guess not the most recent school shooting, but like one of the recent school shootings within the past like 2 weeks or something. Instead of talking about the kids, he's talking about fucking ice cream in his fridge, in his freezer.
Oh,
Like,
the Tennessee one?
Yeah, the Tennessee when he's talking about ice cream.
Yeah.
Like, this is our president.
he's
Here's a video of him getting lost at the White House.
yeah, he got lost at the White House of all fucking places.
Yeah, the place there, he was for 8 years.
Yeah,
He was
with
vice
8
president.
years if he's any good. Oh yeah, he was the.
yeah,
He was
with,
the vice president.
Obama.
Yeah, so he's really been there almost 12.
Yeah.
Do you know Joe Biden's older than Bill Clinton?
Oh yeah.
I believe it.
Look at that guy.
Who's
Fuck
he
you.
leaving to? Is there anybody out there?
He looks like a grandpa that just
Nobody
got
can
back
hear
from a
you, Joe.
camping trip. Yeah, he gets lost.
He's just gonna get to the gate.
Nobody can hear you over the fucking helicopter.
Oh, kind of hear him. Where you going, Joe?
Damn, look how long that grass
Oh,
is.
look at that. It's like a little putting green. There's a fire truck ready to help him if he gets stuck in a tree or something. Like he's just walking into, he's just gonna walk into the bush. The Secret Service guy's like, you know you're on camera, right?
Yeah,
You go this way, sir. This way. Into the bush? After? Before? Where am I going? Keep going straight?
he points.
Oh,
He's
no.
just like, all right.
Yep. I'm gonna follow you. This guy's like, yeah, he's
He's like, oh, the president's lost.
trying not to fucking break a smile here.
And that guy.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's gone. Oh, he's actually.
Trips over the chair.
He's took a detour.
Yeah,
He's
the
getting
guy's like,
the steps in.
go this way.
He's like, you need 200 more steps. All right, I'm just gonna go around everything.
You guys remember the time when, like, after the speech, he just tries to handshake nobody?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was another time he was just standing there while somebody else was giving a speech. And he just walked
He
away.
called his sister his wife before and stuff. Like,
Is it this one?
Yeah, he just walks away.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
There's an ice cream truck one as well. You need to find the ice
In the
cream
middle of her
truck
speech just left. That's what, I get people have their issues with Trump, but at least he's not, full blown lost his mind.
yeah.
This guy has no idea what's going on.
Oh, there it is.
So, Principal Richardson, thank you for welcoming us here today.
Ice cream
And
music.
Secretary Cardona and Mayor Bowser and Chancellor Fairby. Thank you for joining us as well. And for families across the
Look at that guy on
country.
the right. He's like, where the fuck did the president
year,
just go?
God, it always brings this
He's
sense
like one of
a
those
mix
fucking leashes he put on the kids.
Just shot calling it back here. As bad of a president as he makes me laugh. He really makes me laugh. Just
Need a
because
good day.
I just hope he doesn't have to make any hard decisions.
they haven't made him make a single
just a
decision.
If he has to push the red button,
He'll
It's
miss
just
it.
gonna be an easy button. Be like, that was easy.
You got to make it big enough that he can put his whole hand down, so he's not like.
It's like they need keys for this.
Oh fuck! I can't read that. Is there any way you can make that a little bigger? Is there like a zoom?
Where's your magnifying glass?
My eyes have gotten really bad recently.
For contacts or anything yet?
I have glasses, but I never wear them. I can't. I've tried putting. My eyes will not let me put contacts in. It doesn't matter how much I hold my eye open. As soon as I fucking go to stick it in, my eye just
Yeah.
automatically
I
closes.
see something on there about baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the only guy who likes baseball here.
My buddy's a Yankees fan.
Ew.
Well, they have the best player on their team. And Judge.
Not the best player. Shohei Ohtani. He's like the new Babe Ruth boy. He could fucking knock him out of the park and he could pitch 9 innings.
I went to a game with my buddy Ian one time. Him and his dad and his brother. We got the all-you-can-eat seats.
Were you in New York?
It was in
or
Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh.
They were playing the Yankees. Got our food, sat down. I sat down next to this older lady and her grandson. And I'm sitting there, I'm eating, and the kid taps me on the arm, and he's like, "Who do you want to win the game?" I was like, sorry, buddy, I don't watch NASCAR. And his grandmother just lost it. He just gave me this so
Like,
confused
this is
look.
baseball.
And I was like, I don't really watch baseball, buddy. I'm just here for the food.
Yeah, it's so good at PNC Park too.
Oh, we went to a Yankees-Indians game in Ohio.
Mm.
And on our way there, my buddy had a call off work, but he forgot to until we were downtown Ohio. Busy as shit. Calls in, talks to Wilson.
Nice.
He's like, I'm not feeling too well. Fucking car horns and shit in the background. But we got club seats.
Mm.
And like that was like my first game since like the Pittsburgh game whenever I was like, so tall. And it like ruined me. It's like, this is what if I'm going to come to a baseball game, I'm going to do this.
It's the great part about the Pirates. They're so bad that those kind of seats are pretty cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my mom always used to take me to baseball games, and she wasn't a baseball fan at all. She didn't like
This
sports.
is something you liked. So.
Yeah, it was something I liked, but she always found a way to enjoy it because she liked looking at all the players' butts.
Yeah.
She was like, let's sit in the outfield so I can see the back of all of them.
That's
I'm
why
like,
your personality's so weird.
yeah. I'm like, but these seats suck, Mom. I want to be next to the baseline. She's like, I can't see Garrett Jones's ass. Yeah. Baseball it's hard to watch, like on TV. They put in a pitch clock now, so to try and speed it up. And I guess it did cut like an hour off of the games because for so long guys would fuck around on the mound trying to throw other guys off. But that will help, I think. But it's not football, so nobody cares.
It's kind of like golf.
Yeah,
I can play golf,
yeah.
but to watch it, I can't do that.
No, the golf is rough to watch because everybody's so quiet. So it's
Yeah.
just like, what's gonna happen next?
Tink.
Tink. Yeah. Slow-paced sports are hard to
And
watch.
it's like, if I'm just going to watch golf, I'm just going to watch Happy Gilmore.
Oh my god, that was gonna be in my top 3, no joke.
That's a great
my
movie.
Favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah. I don't like many Adam Sandler movies. I think some of them are just a little too dumb. But Happy
What are
Gilmore
some
is
dumb ones for you?
from Adam Sandler.
Yes.
What's the one? Billy Madison. I didn't like.
Billy Madison wasn't bad.
I didn't like Lil Nicky.
Lil
Little
Nicky. I
was
didn't
a
like.
little out there.
What was the one he did?
Jack and Jill.
Yes, where he was himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate that movie.
Surprisingly, The Cobbler was a good one. You ever watched The Cobbler?
No.
He's like a shoe salesman. He sells shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a while since I've seen it. But it's pretty good. I mean, it's nothing like great. Like, it's like a more serious role.
Yeah.
Which is weird for Adam Sandler.
It is weird.
But it wasn't bad.
You ever watch Punch Drunk Love? I
No.
think that's what it's called.
No.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
like-
even heard of it.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but it's like a romantic movie.
He did one.
It's hard to explain. You'd have to watch it. You'd know what I mean. It's a different movie.
He did one fairly recently with Jennifer Aniston.
Murder Mystery.
Yeah,
Mystery
I
two.
actually
Murder
like that
Mystery
one.
2 just came out.
Yeah, I haven't
Not-
seen it yet.
yeah,
The
not
first
too
one was
long
pretty
ago.
good, though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I
He-
just watched that last night. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He is an absurdly good businessman because he just does them all for Netflix.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just fucking pump them out for you and cast all my friends.
Did you ever watch that Hubie Halloween movie?
Yes, I
Yes.
was just gonna bring
That was
up.
another one I didn't
fucking
like.
I
love-
like that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I
This
didn't like
fucking
it.
thermos.
It was kinda
that go
dumb, but it was-
gadget
it was
thermos.
funny.
It's a-
It was dumb. There were parts that made me laugh, but as overall, I would give it a less than 50%.
What about I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry?
I like
and
Jessica
Kevin-
Biel in that.
Kevin James.
What happened to Jessica Biel?
Probably got fat, and they were like, "You can't be an actress anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. If you're a woman, you're good if you're hot. Once you're not hot, though, you got to be like Melissa McCarthy, and be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam Sandler movies are. They're. He puts out so many of them.
The Longest Yard.
Ooh,
one of
I
my
forgot
favorites.
about
With
the
all
longest
wrestlers in
yard.
it.
Mhm.
That was,
a
a
pretty
good
good one.
That was a good one. Yeah, he had so many good support in that one with
What
like Chris
would be
Rock.
the
and-
best Adam Sandler movie?
I think the
That's
longest
tough.
yard is up there.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
Mr. Deeds is pretty good.
I like Mr. D's.
yeah. Mr. Deeds is pretty good. I liked the one with the kid in it.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, I like
Daddy
that
was
one.
good.
I wasn't a huge fan of Click. God,
Really?
he's got so many movies. Now they
Click
just
was
keep
depressing.
Yeah,
towards
they
the
just
end.
keep coming to me. He's got so many. He's so rich.
Yeah,
Anger
Click-
management.
Anger
Oh,
management.
him, Kevin James are in it.
Grown-ups.
Grown Ups.
Grown Ups is good.
Grown Ups was
The
good.
second one sucked. I'll say it.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
I don't think I saw the second one. Yeah, Adam Sandler. He's a monster. He does just cast all his friends.
Yeah.
All of his movies are just him, David Spade, Kevin James.
Yep.
Isn't that one guy like in every single one of his movies?
Rob Schneider.
Rob
Rob
Schneider.
Schneider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
You can do it.
Yeah, he is. I think he is in every single one, even if he only has like 2 lines.
Yeah.
You
he's
ever
in
seen
all.
Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo?
I have. It's nothing.
It's all right. It's a Rob Schneider film.
The animal.
The Animal, yeah.
There's another. I just saw that Star Wars. You watch Star Wars?
I haven't watched the story. Whenever Darth Vader came back, the one before that was the last one.
I've never seen a single minute of a Star Wars
Really?
movie.
I haven't
really.
either.
There were the one. He's now a lieutenant at the jail. He was like, he's like, you ever seen Spaceballs? And I was like, no. And he's like, well, you need to kill yourself. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, have you ever seen like it's a spoof of Star Wars? And I was like, I've never seen that either. And
Yeah.
he just shunned me. Didn't talk to me the rest of the day. He's a fucking nerd though.
I mean, they're good. I mean, they're okay. I'm not. I'll watch them.
Yeah,
You know, but I'm not like one of those diehard fans.
fucking mega nerds that just
Yeah.
loves them.
I played the games.
I've never. The last Star Wars game I played was for 64, and it was for pod racing. It was the pod racing one.
Battlefront 2, both the new one and the original one for the PS2 is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life.
The original Battlefront, yeah.
You know, when I think about consoles now, since you brought up the N64, I think that might be the greatest console of all time. I love the
best
N64.
game for Nintendo 64. There's only one answer.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I was going to say Mario 64.
GoldenEye.
No, GoldenEye. Yeah.
They brought that back for the
GoldenEye?
Switch.
Really?
Same shitty graphics and everything.
I have a Switch. I might have to
Yeah,
get that.
because if you buy the Nintendo service, you get a whole bunch of free Nintendo 64 games.
Yeah.
Like original, whole bunch of old games.
Huh.
There was a Taz and Mars. Or no, that was Sega. There was a Sega
This is
game.
Sega. I
Sega
forgot Sega
Genesis.
made consoles.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
The Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat. That's another game that a lot of people don't. I love the Mortal
You
Kombat
kind of
games.
just lose track since they've made a million of them.
Yeah, they're all exactly the same,
Mhm.
just
Different characters.
slightly better graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, and different characters. But I games like that are just kind of mind numbing, like Madden. I could sit and play Madden all fucking day.
Yeah.
Same.
I don't
I haven't
know.
played Madden in a while, but
I like the franchise mode. I like constructing the Steelers like it should be.
Yeah,
You know? Like
being
building
able to
the
make
team.
your own trades and stuff.
Mhm.
I do that with MLB The Show. That's another one I play a lot of. I don't know why. Like playing a baseball game is also very boring.
I've heard that the MLB, the show games are pretty good.
They're kind of like Madden, where it's just the same game, better graphics, maybe a little different mechanics.
Yeah.
But
I've been playing a lot of DMZ with some buddies of mine. Kind of like Warzone.
yeah,
See,
It's like a Tarkov Warzone.
Yeah.
like I like DMZ mode. I just wish you could take your fucking money with you and spend it. Like,
is this on the new Call of Duty?
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have it.
But it's a looter shooter. So, like, whatever you have with you when you extract, that's what you get. And if you die, you lose
You
everything.
lose it. But like the cool thing is like there's AIs in the maps,
Mhm.
and there's real players, and there's proximity chat. So if you're near somebody on our team, you can say stuff to them.
Proximity chat is the greatest thing
And,
anybody's
like,
ever put in a
You
game.
can either ask to join up with these guys,
Mhm.
or you can just
Wipe them out.
fucking murder them. So like, they're on season 2 right now of Warzone.
Mhm.
Season 3 comes out in like a little under 2 weeks, I think. But season 1, Like you could get like insured weapon slots,
Mhm.
like that you would spawn in with your custom gun. But if you died, there's different cooldown times. Like the first one was like 2 hours, 4 hours, and then 6 hours. And once you get that third weapon slot, there's no reason to do the missions anymore. So like there was like
It's
2 weeks
completely-
left of season 1, and me and my buddies just went in and just fucking killed every real player that we could find.
What's that gun that you can only get from that certain boss in the radiation zone or whatever?
Oh, the M13.
The M13. I still haven't gotten that.
That's easy. Like if you know
It's
somebody
not
with
even
it.
that good of a gun. It
No.
wasn't good in Modern Warfare 2019. It's not.
The Hemlock is one of the best guns now. It's an assault rifle. It's pretty good. But like they have
Sorry. Go ahead.
no, they have different like Resurgence. I don't know if you remember Resurgence from the original Modern Warfare. They did that, but you can only spawn in as trios right now. Or no, it's quads.
That's how it was originally.
Yeah,
This man is an animal at Call of Duty. He carries.
I'm gonna have to get your gamer tag. We'll
I
play some
remember
games or
the
something.
first game
He's
I
stupid
played
good.
with Jaden. First game of Call of Duty he played on PC. I'm like, let's just hop into Warzone. Fuck it. You don't have any weapons. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I
He
laid down
died.
suppressive fire and
He was my bait. He died 6 times. I had to buy him back every single time. I got 20 kills. Didn't die a single time.
nice.
He got 0. We won our first game.
Yeah,
We won.
when me, you, and Tibbs and him would all play, he would get 20, 21, 22 kills.
Rest of us-
Tibbs might get like 10, and then there was me and you with 2 and 6 deaths. It was bad.
Well, they have this new. It's a smaller map. It's Ashika Island or something like that. It only spawns in like 15, 16 like real players. Last game I played, which was 2 or 3 days ago, the buddy of mine. I got 5 kills. He got 3, and another guy got 2. And it's like, we picked up 2 random people.
Mhm.
So it's like we killed pretty much everybody on the map.
Yeah, if there's only 15 real
Yeah.
people in it.
And like Resurgence, like everybody joined the group, and we had 4 people. Like, well, we can't play, DMZ, so we played Resurgence. Won our first game, won our second game, and it's like, it's an awesome game.
Yeah, I don't think I ever won a game without Jeremy.
I don't think I have either.
I think me and Tibbs got really close once in duos. We were like it was like the last 4. It was us and 2 other people, and we were so close. We downed the one guy, and then we just got wiped out. It was so heartbreaking.
I won solo once just because I hid. the
Hid.
whole
You just
time.
camped somewhere. You just did all
And
the
then I
fucking,
killed the last person. I'm like, fuck
you
yeah,
did all the
one
intel
kill.
missions where it tells you where the last circle is, and you just fucking set a house and wait for somebody.
That's how I always did it. I was no good. I'm no good at gunfighting, so I'm just gonna wait with it because I was half decent at sniping. Only thing I was half decent at. So yeah, I would just sit and wait until I saw the last guy scooting around. I'm like, got you, bitch. I used to do the same because I played a lot of Fortnite when it first came out. I used
Never
to,
played Fortnite.
It got really dumb when it first came out. It was pretty good. And then it got to the point where, like, with your building shit, and
Yeah.
unless you could fucking erect a tower in 30 seconds, you weren't
That's
gonna
why I
win.
didn't like it. You'd
Fortnite?
shoot at someone, then there's a fucking skyscraper in 2 seconds. It's
Yeah.
like,
Fortnite
come
now,
on.
I played it a couple of times. It is really fucking fun because I played only one game mode, and that's the no build game mode.
See,
No build.
I could get
Cool.
behind that because then it's just like Warzone, just kind of different,
Yeah.
and I
Third
liked
person.
Warzone. Yeah, I hated the building.
The game is actually probably the best battle royale on the market. Ironically.
You ever played the original Black Ops?
Yes.
Yeah,
They had a game mode on there called Sticks and Stones.
Mhm.
Best
Oh,
game mode.
yes.
I
Yeah.
never- yeah.
I got
fun.
so good at that, I was tomahawking people off the spawns. Like, you just fucking, here's the spawn, tomahawk.
Yeah. When Black Ops, it was either the first Black Ops or Black Ops 2. When they first came out, me and my one buddy, he had an Xbox, and we just sat there and played Nuketown over and over and over and over, and I got pretty good because Nuketown's a small map.
Yeah.
So you get pretty good at
And you
knowing
learn-
where people are going
Where-
to show up.
Yep.
Rust.
Rust was a good one.
Yeah, Rust is probably my favorite
I got
Call
so
of Duty
many
map.
nukes on Rust. Like, I was.
Fuck Shipment, by the way. That's the worst map ever.
The one with all the
Going for
yeah,
high
no,
kills,
I didn't
it's
like that one.
good, but other
It just, you spawn, you're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah,
If you don't turn your brain off, it's not a fun map.
Yeah.
You just want to turn
You
your
can't
brain off.
overthink it.
Yeah, you
Like-
just have to spray. Fucking.
Like, you can literally stay in a corner and then, like, kill people. You know, you don't even have to move.
Mm.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2019, I just grabbed a Vise and put an 84 clip around it, and hardcore had a laser, and I just hip fired everything. I would do like a quick spray and kill like 6 people.
Yeah.
There was Modern Warfare 2, one of the better ones.
Mhm.
I was one of the one-man army new 2 guys. Ground War. 2 would fucking spawn, like, the flags. Like, Afghan was a really fun one. All my friends that played with me didn't like Ground War, so we played a lot of, like, team deathmatch and stuff. So I joined in with them, and we had, like, 7 people. And I was like, well, what are we doing? You know, we're not playing team deathmatch or kill confirmed or whatever. And they're like, well, we're going to try Ground War. And I was like, all right. Normally my setup was Harrier, AC-130 nuke. And I was like, well, these guys aren't that good. So I'm going to go Predator missile, Harrier, chopper gunner. Okay. Don't know what happened loading in. I ended up on the other team.
You wiped out all your friends.
we were laying on Afghan. I started at the bottom. Shot tubes up at the top of the hill. Got a triple kill. Quad kill at the B flag. Harrier. Chopper. I had my chopper gunner within 30 seconds. They had the top flag and we had A and B at the bottom. And put the chopper gunner in the air. And they started just spawning on like the cliff side. Chopper gunner just stopped. And I just fucking mowed them down. And then they all left. So then I finished the game out. And they're like, fuck Warzone. Or, fuck Ground War. We're not playing it anymore. It's like some asshole just spawn killed us. It's like, yeah, that was me.
That
It's
was me,
like,
guys.
I don't know how it happened, but ended up on the other team. But I have some good memories with
Yeah.
the older Call of Duties.
Yeah.
Like Modern Warfare 3 came out. I got so sick off of Mountain Dew and Doritos because you get like double XP points and stuff. Like,
Dew and Doritos. That is
good days.
the gamers' fucking. That's their meal. Mountain Dew and Doritos. They should make Dorito flavor or Mountain Dew flavored Doritos.
Hard Mountain Dew. You ever have a chance to get it?
Try it.
Delicious.
It's delicious.
Can't even tell there's alcohol in it.
Oh, those are the worst ones. They get you fucked up.
Dangerous,
Yeah, I like being able to taste the alcohol so I can limit myself.
which you never do.
No, it's bad.
To be honest.
I've gotten better. Like I can have a drink now and be okay, but yeah, once I get to the point where I start getting buzzed, then it's okay. Start giving me more, and yeah, like when you made all them Jello shots, I just started slurping Jello shots
That's
down.
probably my best Halloween party that I've ever had.
That was fun.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
A lot of people there.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a great
A
night.
lot of people. I'm not normally a big fan of too many people, but they were, adults, so it didn't get too
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you get a lot of fucking people in their early 20s. It can get kind of
Yeah.
rowdy.
I still had to be dad. Clean
You're
up some
always dad
messes.
though. You always start a little later than everybody else. Make sure you're kind of sober when everybody else is trashed.
I drink enough to where I still know what's going on
Yeah,
because I still want to be responsible.
you have to be because the rest of us are a bunch of fucking animals.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. Yeah, there was a lot of fucking that group. There was a lot of good times that happened. Yeah.
I gotta start doing like cookouts and stuff again. I still remember you coming over and playing cornhole, and then, I can't remember who we played against, but I just fucking shut him out.
You're
Like,
so
is there-
good at cornhole.
It's like, is there anything you're not good at?
It's annoying. Everything you do, you're better than me at. Like,
Even going bald.
yeah, you are very good at cornhole. I don't know why it's so hard for me.
I don't know.
I don't understand. I'm one of those people. I'm just kind of half good at most things. I'm not really good at anything.
Darts. Darts is another thing I'm good at.
Yeah, you smoked me in darts. Yeah, I remember playing poker. Fucking,
yeah.
I had no idea what was going on. Then I got drunk and really had no idea what
Yeah.
was going on.
You were young you were young.
Yeah.
20, 21,
21,
something like that.
I remember I was so bad at poker that even though he was playing against me and beating me, he was getting annoyed. He was like, holy fuck, dude. I was
My
really
buddy
bad.
Mike was like, take it easy on the guy. It's like,
He's like, you're taking his money. Yeah, I was really bad at poker. I never learned how to play it.
I
Still
used to
don't know.
play all the time. Like, I would supplement my income with poker games because I'd go over to this one guy's house. It was me. Started out with a group of us, and then it just ended up being like me, him, and his boy. I'd go over there and win like $100 off of him every week until they stopped calling me to play.
They're like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I miss it. I miss playing.
I wish I had learned to play poker because I really have no idea what's going. I can play blackjack. That's about the only. There's not many card games. I'm pretty good at spades.
Spades is good.
I'm pretty
I like
good at spades because that was one of the games my mom always played.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, you want to fucking play some spades?" I was like, "All right, cool." I got pretty good at that. I remember one time I played with the inmates. I just sat at the table and started playing spades with them. Got in trouble.
Oh yeah, naturally.
Yeah. I've always wanted to learn how to play pinochle, but I hear it's
I've-
fucking complicated.
I still don't know how to play that game.
Yeah. From what I understand, the only people that are good at it are people in jail with nothing but time in their hands.
Yep. Same with a lot of good artists come from jails.
I've seen, there's some of the shit that people like would just draw on envelopes to send to their girlfriend. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, you should do something with this, but you're gonna do heroin, so
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of committing a bunch of crimes, you should just be an artist.
yeah, you should like I don't know, maybe buy a
Fucking
tattoo
draw
gun,
murals
fucking
or something.
something. Yeah, there was a lot of inmates that had talent that you knew they were just gonna fucking waste it,
Yeah.
which is depressing.
There's like I said, there's a couple guys that have gotten out of prison and have done great for themselves. There's actually a guy that lives right next door.
Yeah,
Owns his own fitness business now. Like he's really turned his life around.
I feel like it's a lot harder for people in this area just because this area is so full of drugs. It's so easy
There's
to get
nothing
drugs.
to
Nothing to
do.
do.
Yeah, it's so easy to get drugs, so hard to do anything else that they just fall right. And yeah, like you said, there's nothing to do. What am I gonna do? Go to the same bar that I've been to for the past 18
That's all there
years?
is to do in this town.
Yeah.
Go to bars.
And, we have some good bars in Punxsutawney. That's the only thing Punxsutawney does right. Because bars in Du Bois and Brookville suck.
The borough has good food.
Borough
You're
does
right.
have good food. And the ISDA, if you want to get fucked up, that's
Never
where to go.
been there.
Me and Eric went there once, and he almost got into a fight.
I believe it.
Yeah, for macking on some other dude's woman. Yeah.
I believe it.
It was Groundhog Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Groundhog Day is a party in Punxsutawney.
Yeah, it used to be.
Yeah, it used to be. It's not as big of a party now, but
No, it's
because they don't let you drink at the knob anymore. That's when it stopped. Which is depressing.
It's just party central up there.
Yeah, just let people
Never
drink.
been there, and I don't plan
I've
on
never
going.
been there either.
I'm not gonna go up there and freeze my ass off
To watch them pull out a fucking groundhog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only reason people really went up there was to drink.
Okay, you saw
'Cause
the
they-
shadow. It's like, yeah, look at all the lights on him.
Yeah, yeah. There's lights behind him. Of course he's gonna fucking see his shadow. He can't help but
The
see his
fucker's
shadow.
always wrong. It was snowing yesterday. Like,
Yeah. I love if you look at it like by the calendar, the first day of spring, I forget what the technical first day of spring is, but it's exactly 6 weeks after February 2nd. Like, no shit, there's 6 more weeks of winter.
the past couple of years, it snowed on the first day of spring, including this year.
Yeah. That's because the weather's not real.
No.
And Pennsylvania's a bipolar fucking state when it comes to weather.
We
It's like-
barely had a winter this year.
That's good.
Yeah, it was just kind of cold. There was never really any serious snow.
One time we actually had a winter. Whenever I lived at the house here on Greenwood, neighbor was moving out because he was going to the high rise, and he's like, "If you need anything out of my garage, you can just have it." He's like, "You need a snowblower," and I was like, "Nah, we don't get winters like we used to." Fucking just dumped at you. Like, of course, I didn't get that snowblower from him. Like, ugh.
Yeah, we really don't, because I mean, I wasn't alive, obviously, but like you can see pictures of like the 70s
Back
and
in
the
the ni- back
80s
in
and the
the,
90s. They
what
would
was
just
it?
dump snow.
93,
Yeah, there was a
93,
full blown
94,
blizzard.
we had the blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one year when I was younger, I was probably 6, maybe 7, but it was like October. And for some reason, we lived out above Rossiter on top of the mountain, and we got like 3 feet of snow in October. That was the one time I've seen real fucking snow. The
Yeah.
rest of that, a couple inches maybe, and it melts after a couple days.
Melts all the way down.
Yeah. It's like fucking Missouri. When I was in Missouri, it would be frostbite cold in the morning and then sunny and 75 by the afternoon. There's just certain states that they just must be in some sort of fucking Bermuda Triangle of weather.
Yeah, but in PA, your sinuses don't know what to fucking do. It's like good days, it's nice, and then it's fucking 60 below.
Yeah.
It's like your head wants to explode.
Yeah. That's I really hate the weather around here. If I could move to a place where it's just consistent, even if it's hot and consistent, I'd rather it be that than fucking fluctuating all the time. Plus, I don't really fuck with winter.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't either.
I can't fuck with summer though because I'm too pale.
Yeah,
I
you'll
sunburn too easy.
Burn.
Yeah, when I
We
went
need
to
somewhere that's fall all the time.
yeah,
That'd be nice.
That would be sick, actually. Like the UK where it's just always raining. I could do that. But when I went to California in the fucking desert in August, I came back, my skin was like leather. It was so bad. I was just sunburns on sunburns on sunburns. There was not enough fucking SPF to protect me from that. They called it the Dust Bowl where it was at because there was mountains all around you,
Yeah.
and it was just a heat-filled bowl of mountains. Fucking rough. It's where Death Valley is and all that. 125 every day. God, I do not recommend Southern California. It's the worst place on the planet.
I've been to Florida once for my cousin's wedding, and the humidity down there ruined it for me.
I don't think I could do humidity.
It was just bad.
Yeah. I can't do dry, though, either. My body just doesn't agree with weather in general. Because once it gets dry, I start getting nosebleeds all the time.
Just be the bubble boy.
I've just got weak genetics. The Bubble Boy.
Like, what a dumb movie.
That was a dumb movie. Just a dude in a bubble. Oh, did you know in the Philippines they have the president there? He has motorcycle death squads.
No.
That if you're a known drug addict or what's the word? They think you're a drug addict, they'll just fucking kill you. They just drive around the streets killing people they think are drug addicts.
Yeah.
What if you? Yeah. What if you didn't get enough sleep the one day and they're like, "Oh, this motherfucker's on heroin,"
On drugs.
and they just mow you down for being tired. That's crazy, and it's complete. And since he's the head honcho, it's completely legal. Motorcycle death squads. We should try that.
I don't think we'll get too far.
Do you think you could be a serial killer? You think you could get away with it?
Yes.
I think I could too. I'm fairly certain I could get away with it.
They have all these fucking shows out now.
Yeah,
Like,
and
they
they
teach
give
you how to do it.
they give you nothing but ideas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then if you like, I listened to a podcast that they cover a lot of serial killers, and they get in depth about how they get caught, and I'm like, oh, okay, so don't do that.
Just like if you own a plane.
Mm,
Like,
fly it into a building.
no, not 9/11.
Oh,
Just like kill somebody,
yeah,
take them in a plane, fucking just fly the plane,
yeah. Drop them
drop
somewhere.
the body.
Or if you got
Get rid of
fucking,
the itinerary then.
you got a wood burner, guess what? That's a cremation station, buddy.
There you go.
It'll fucking burn anything.
Just ground down the bones.
Yeah, you don't even have to. It'll burn. When I worked at a place that built outdoor wood burners, we would go on the road and repair them, and dudes just burn their deer carcasses and shit in there. No remains, absolutely nothing. Yeah, no body, no crime. Don't leave footprints. Fucking wear smooth bottom shoes. Dump them shits afterwards. I should stop saying how I'm gonna kill people because now I am gonna get caught.
You're ever tell about the government always listening.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I could. I don't think it's that hard. I just think people aren't willing to put in the time and the effort. That's why spree killings are a thing now, and they're going and shooting at little kids in schools. Also, if you have a mental problem to the point where you want to kill large groups of people, maybe talk to somebody about it.
Speaking of that, do you know the past? I can't remember the exact number. I'm gonna say 17. The past 17 school shootings have been done with fatherless children.
Really,
That's probably not the exact number, but it's
a large portion.
a large
of them.
portion of them.
I could see that because pretty much everybody that I know that grew up without a dad has got a little something. I don't know what it. I don't know if because maybe moms are a little bit less of a disciplinarian than dads.
I grew up without a dad,
Really? Oh, I did know that. Yeah.
but then I have a brother that's a shitbag, so he just took on that role.
Well, I grew up with a dad and I have a brother that's a shitbag.
We have something in common. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. They grew up in fatherless homes. Yeah, that has to do something with discipline because I feel like moms really aren't as strict. They're more the caretaker. They want
Yeah.
you to feel loved, and dads are like, beat your fucking ass. I remember my dad, the only time he ever had to beat me was because I stabbed a kid in the eye with a pencil. And I didn't do that anymore because my dad beat the piss out of me. I was like, okay, these are the consequences that you face.
My buddy's 11-year-old just got 3 days school suspension for telling somebody on the bus he was going to stab him in the nuts with a knife.
In the nuts? I'm going to castrate you.
Here it says 63% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes. Which
God, youth suicide, that's tough. Your brain's still forming. You don't know what's going on. That's something I have recently seen in myself is now that I'm kind of getting older, I realize how little I knew. Like I'm finally getting to the point where it's like my brain it was just one day it was like my brain kicked in and it was like, oh, this is how you be an adult now. Mm-hmm. It was weird.
Oh, you don't just get hit with groceries?
Yeah. Tell you what, that was a big reason I stopped drinking was when I thought about that. I was like, I was really getting hit over the head with bakeware for no reason, for the sake of money that I never got.
Oh no, you got $4 6 times once.
It was $9, yeah. I got it over and over for sucking toes. That was super gross now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Where people's feet are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you were just
putting them in my
sticking them
mouth.
your mouth.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of... Most things you put in your mouth are kind of gross if they're on somebody's body, if you think about it. I can't think of a part of the body that is good to put in your mouth. Because people are just dirty in general.
Yeah.
Unless they're fresh out the shower. Then maybe I'll lick your armpit or something. But before that, you got nothing but bacteria working up there. Who was the first person that saw a dick and was like, I'm going to put that in my mouth? It looks tasty.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and there's no such thing as a dick that doesn't smell. Yeah. They all have a stench to them. Yeah, which is upsetting. And I think a lot of it is the leftover soap that you don't get washed off there. It hides in the wrinkles of your nuts.
Could be.
Now, Asians have smooth nut sacks.
I didn't know that.
is that true?
I don't know.
They're normally blurred out the porn videos anyway. They blur out the dick and balls.
Why do they do that?
Because they're small.
They don't want to be fucking. They don't want people to see it.
Penises.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't think, on average, I don't think Asian penises are that much smaller. But I feel like it's a genetic thing that their penises are smaller because maybe Asian girls have smaller vaginas. I think that might be a genetic thing. Speaking of stink, this is something I found out recently too. If somebody smells really bad to you, like their BO, beyond normal BO smell.
I know a guy.
Would you know a guy?
Yeah, I used to work with him.
But yeah, the worse they smell to you, it means the closer you are to being related to them.
I've heard you talk about this before.
Yeah. Which, it's cool to think that our brains haven't developed past that with all the garbage we've done to them. That's another thing I think is with all the medication and all the shit that we put in our food now, I feel like we're using less of our brains than we used to.
Seems all these allergies that everybody has now. Like back in, the 70s, 60s.
Nobody had a peanut allergy.
Nobody had any allergies.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did these fucking allergies come from?
They just came out of nowhere.
Like,
all of a sudden I can't eat peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might as well go kill myself.
I couldn't live without peanut butter.
Like,
I love peanut butter.
Then I went like a couple years or whatever without dairy because it just.
I've developed your fake disease. I can't consume dairy or else it fucks my guts up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just hated that feeling, so I just didn't eat any dairy for 4 or 5 years.
Are you back to dairy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't fuck you up anymore?
No.
I don't know what that is.
Certain things do though, and I don't know what they are.
I can't eat ice cream.
I don't eat ice cream often anyway.
Yeah, my girlfriend works at Dairy Queen, so she brings it home all the time.
Oh, I like ice cream cakes?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty good, but eventually you get sick of Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long. It is rough though, because I like ice cream, but if I eat more than just a few spoonfuls or something, it just got the bubble guts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, same. It's a dairy thing, I think, but with some things, like I can eat cheese, never had a problem, but if I drink milk or eat, I don't know. Maybe it's a mental thing. I'm not sure.
Could be.
But yeah, I remember making fun of you for your fake disease. And I'm like, oh yeah, you just developed lactose intolerance.
It
happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
Like you're good for however long in your life, and then it's like one day
Yep.
can't eat it.
Yeah.
Like you know how bad it is to have a pizza without cheese.
Oh, I can't
I
imagine.
had it one time, and I was like, well, looks like I'm still not eating pizza anymore. Like, because no, thank you.
Yeah, pizza without cheese would be bad.
Yeah,
I
it was.
used to be big on drinking chocolate milk, and now it just gives me the shits. I can't.
Chocolate milk is
Nesquik.
so good.
Like
though.
those big, like Gallagher's container.
Yeah.
Like I used to drink one of those daily. Now I can't.
One a day. That's a lot of chocolate.
Kind of like vitamins. This is vitamin.
Yeah, chocolate milk lays thick in your
Gallon of
gut.
chocolate milk.
Yeah,
It's kind of like that oatmeal they used to have at the jail.
Oh.
It's like eating a cinder block.
Yeah, and then only sometimes, because sometimes it would be like soup with a few oats floating around in it, and then
Yeah.
other times it was just a hard ball
Yeah.
of oatmeal.
Just broke the tray when you put it on it.
I remember that we had them big carts that weighed a lot.
Yeah.
And they had Fruit Loops one morning, and there was one laying on the floor, and the wheel hit the Fruit Loop. You would think most Fruit Loops would
Yeah.
just crush under that weight. No, it stopped that bitch dead in its tracks.
Yeah, they had the Stelios and the Fruit Loops.
Stelios.
I remember they used to have the starfish backstraps. I used to call them the country
The
fried
names
steak. and-
that
yeah, the
inmates
country fried
have for
steak.
the fucking food.
Oh, my favorite I think I ever heard was when they got cornflakes. They call them rape flakes.
The Fruit Loops were Chet Loops.
Chet Loops.
Chet Loops, yeah.
Yeah. Inmates are funny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, I
The Salisbury Steaks, Beaver Tail.
Beaver Tail, yeah. They were creative. That's why I say I like
The
talking to inmates
sausages,
more.
date night.
Date.
Oh, yeah, date night. You had to cut them up before taking
Those sausages are pretty
there,
good.
there is some things that some food I miss.
The ham
Polk
salad.
County. Ham salad is number one.
That shit
Every
was
weekend,
so good.
buddy.
And then they used to I don't know if they brought them back, but they used to have the little chicken patties. Like they were only like that big around, and you used to get two of them.
No, they never brought those back.
Those things were delicious.
There was a while we were getting like spicy chicken patties.
Yeah,
They
but
were like
then did you know why we stopped getting spicy and the buffalo chicken pitas?
no.
Because they phased out the pizzas and they started doing those buffalo chicken like fold over wrap things.
Mhm.
They did a survey type thing for the inmates, and too many inmates said they were too spicy.
They did.
Jesus Christ.
So they
Oh
didn't
my
do them
God.
anymore.
I loved some of the fucking allergies inmates claimed they had.
Oh,
Everyone's allergic to fish.
Yeah,
Just because
well-
they don't want the shitty
'Cause it
jail
was
fish.
bad.
Yeah, that fish was bad.
Like, and then you had workers that would bring the shit up and they'd be burnt and they tried to still put it on the like. Somebody brought up chili one time and it was like
I worked that night.
it was so bad. It's like we can't serve this.
And they had to like go back and make a fresh batch of chili. We were feeding at like 7, 8
Yeah.
o'clock at night.
yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, we've had a couple. There was one time that they forgot to bring up the meat. Just forgot,
Yeah,
and then they got the whole way there, started getting everything out. I'm like, oh, where's the meat at? And they were like, oh, and then they had to go down and make it, and then bring. So we were feeding till late. It was at nighttime. It was late.
yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. And when COVID started, the thing that used to make us take forever is if there was a block that had somebody with COVID on it, they made us do styrofoam trays.
Well, we did that for a while. We did styrofoam trays, and then I think they got other trays now, but like we did styrofoam trays.
Hmm. Those were horrible. I hated doing it because they never stayed on the card
Oh
tray.
no, and you know it depends on how heavy the meal was. It fucking
The
just
only good
It's
thing
sunk
about those
down.
is when they were done, they just threw them
Threw 'em
away.
away.
You didn't have to pick up
then
the
you had
trays.
all the garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, the COVID did some things that I was all right with at the jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Visiting stopped.
visiting stopped. That was sick. Now they don't do it at all anymore.
It's still
all
video.
Yeah, it's still all video. I think they are.
They do
never,
video on the kiosks.
Yeah,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They have
they-
a phone on each kiosk.
they don't do
Is it,
in-person
it's not
visiting.
like it's not. Is it video then? Or
It's video,
Yeah,
like
it's-
on
it's-
the block.
Yeah, there's.
That's weird.
I never thought they would do that.
Yeah.
so what do they do if just like an inmate just whips his dick out?
Oh,
Just
there's
starts beating
somebody monitoring
Yeah,
them.
the tower watches and they
Okay,
can
yeah,
shut it
like
down.
the fucking towers watching.
Yeah.
that. They can't even pay attention to their door at the bottom of the steps. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, they're supposed to watch it.
People
and-
up there fucking painting their nails and doing whatever, reading books and shit. Like,
Yeah, I remember to pull out like full Subway sandwiches
Yeah.
from her fucking pants to eat them. Yeah, She brought in a lot of food. Of course, I think everybody smuggled in food to their sitting posts. I always
never
did.
really.
Well, you were a rule follower. You were kind of a stickler, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's why I didn't mind the place that much. 'Cause
Yeah.
A lot of people did. Like, I never let it get to me.
I understood why those rules were in place, and I kind of picked and chose which ones I would listen to. I never did anything obscenely bad, but yeah, I'm gonna bring a little bag of chips with me because I'm a little snacky. And fucking, when I was in booking, I did some shit I shouldn't have done. Like I would go back into the room with all the mattresses and take naps.
Yeah. Well, toward my end there, I went into the RHU block, whatever you guys call it over there. I can't remember now. And there was a new guy in there, one of those Clearfield fucks that we kept getting.
Oh my god, yeah.
You know, they just kept taking them like they were, worth something. And the one guy was like, "Hey, I need a book." I was like, "Okay, well, you on your hour out, go on the kiosk,
Request one.
request one." He's like, "No, I want one now." I was like, "That's not how it works."
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Give me a fucking book." And I was like, "Listen here." I was like, and another guy popped his head out the window. He's like, "Hey, he doesn't know who you are." And I was like, "Well, fucking tell him." And then I left. And then the next day I came in. That guy was the most polite inmate ever.
Yeah.
Like, and then like my last day, nobody knew. None of the inmates knew I was leaving. And I went into the female block, and because I did the library, I was in charge of the library.
That's me now.
That's you now.
Gross.
I loved it.
It's not bad.
Like-
It hasn't run right. Well, I don't know about now that you're doing it, but after you left, it got bad for a little while.
Well, it's 'cause
Well, the
people-
issue now is the librarian's not marking the correct books.
I-
Then one week they didn't mark any books whatsoever.
I-
I was like, so we just passed out 60 books and we have
Yeah.
no record of it. Like, what the fuck?
I had corporal for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of the good librarians we had.
But I walked into the female block, and they would get books in through the mail, and like they would donate them after they were done, usually, or they'd send them home or whatever. And the one female was like, "Hey, I had this book. I only needed like another day to finish it, and then I can get it to you." It's like, "That's okay. I'll get it tomorrow." I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that book anymore.
I just kind of just like drifted off.
Just ran off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tune in next time for more random shit that we decide to talk about. This is once again still unnamed. Maybe
come up with a name
we'll come up with a name eventually, or maybe we'll just leave it unnamed. I don't know.
Probably not many of them.
There it is.
Just unnamed podcast.
Yeah, it's just unnamed. just put the word podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Tune in next time for us. Bye.